Greetings everyone, this is Lodrik. This is a game War on the Pacific Admirals Edition. My play by email match against Jochen. Jochen is the allied player, for me it's Empire of Japan. We have the scenario 1 with 1 day turns. And picking up the last bases of northern Philippines. There's no resistance left. Only in Mindanao are still some hillbillies trying to resist the new order. But it's only a question of days or maximum weeks that I can finish this. Again, American high technology torpedoes trying to sink Japanese civilian cargo ships. But fate is always with Japan so far in this area. On the other hand, we can sink some smugglers trying to bring weapons to Australian forces in Port Moresby. And this is maybe the end for this cargo ship. And it sinks just now. And there's a second one. So my patrol ships are busy, like usually, trying to free and keep the oceans peaceful. But the pirates they resist the order, so I must bring them down. The problem is that this deck gun of these rowboats are simply too small to really make an easy kill. So the heavy submarines, I think they're carrying 14 centimeter or 12 centimeter guns. This is other caliber, but 8 centimeter or 8.8, what the Japanese rowboats have is, I can hurt, but to sink hard. But again, we have no navy engagement, only submarine activity. We're missing the cruiser battles, like we had at the beginning of the war, where Jochen tried to rush in with his cruisers and then he have this heavy engagement with Mutsu and hit my battleship 50 times or even more. The ship is still under repair. None of these shells ever penetrate the armor, but all of the surface of the battleship was completely damaged, and I had so much system damage that it really needs a long time. This is near Brisbane, more sub-patrol airplanes in the sky, so I must really move more far away. After the debacle of last time, the Tarakan, I sent now my Oscars in to maybe sweep, but of course Jochen is without any honor and don't stay and fight. It's always, the Americans always only hit them if they're strong, and they always run if they're weak. So most of the time they're running. Or they're using B-17s also. There's no honor to armor and arm a bomber. The Japanese would never do this. They never use any kind of protection or defense. So anyway, I attack now here Xi'an. And it looks like that Jochen is, you can see the small, at the left top of the unit, there's a small dot. So it's an indication that Jochen maybe relocate his forces, so I can maybe, and because the forces are under move conditions, I can create here more damage. Changsha airfield attack, nothing new. Also, no fighters trying to intercept me. This is the help that the Allies give the Chinese. They simply let them die on the ground. Jochen has so many fighters in Rangoon, but he keeps them there in safe quarters. Let them drink tea. They consume opium maybe. But anyway, if he is not coming, then I can bomb. The same in Pong. So Jochen is moving out, I am moving in. I try to slow them down so I maybe can catch 1 or 2 units, not the whole army, and then I maybe can disable or destroy these 2 units. All of these rebels and bandits and the farmer boys. I mean, I must bring justice in this area, but every Japanese soldier is dying will give grief to the Japanese population, so I must try to minimize my losses. Because at the end, I never start this war. This was simply all fault of America. They stopped shipping the oil, they stopped shipping the metal, starving Japan, trying to starve a whole nation to death. Similar to what the British did in First World War. Enter a war, they are not part of it. So this day we have no American bomber strike against the Luganville so far. More submarines here, at least 4 or 5. Yeah. Bad weather. If something stops my air force in China, it's bad weather. Yeah, I use this Betties out of Palau. Jochen come back. Moving in an open terrain. Now he's in open terrain, so I can attack him with meaningful attacks. I mean, I can create damage. And here a little more. So really no activity from Jochen's side and only my standard activity in China. I cannot operate any navy attacks in Rangoon. Simply Jochen have over 100 fighters in Rangoon. It would cost me dearly if I try anything there. I don't have the fighters left over to battle it out over Rangoon. I maybe missed this opportunity, but it's also because I really don't want to go in the full heavy production mode for Zeros and Oscars and burn through my pilots. I try normally more or less to avoid this and then have later a stronger air force for purely defense. If I can achieve my goals without burning half my air force. So this was the last. This is this the last Dutch unit outside this mountain. So now they are also destroyed. Give up. Done. So shock attack in because I make the choke attack automatically crossing the river. Good, I cannot take immediately the base, but I can reduce the fort level 240 to 90, but roughly 1 to 1 or 2 to 1 normally for me. Many disabled units for me, but also many destroyed for the Dutch, and the fort level is down. So maybe next turn or later than 2 turns I can take by Japan. This is a very slow progress. Today was not a good day for the Thai forces. Good, we arrive at the 20th February 1942. Let's see if there was much activity in the air. More or less, I think operational losses you can see. Air war in China simply consumes ops losses. A little flak damage here and there, and then a crash landing. The only stuff Jochen lost is the Catalina. But the Catalina is maybe even more important to get rid of it than anything else. Because what Jochen cannot see, or the allied player cannot see, he cannot attack normally. Good. My lost pilots, I don't know, a long time I don't look at, so I lost only one killed pilot. Out of the 6 airplanes, only one really had a landing accident and get killed. The rest is simply only the airframe is written off. You can see that I don't really have many aces. I have many in 4, but this fighter air war is really over. It's more like a battle between scout planes and then sometimes here and there, but not the fighting. We don't make the dogfighting war here. So we don't really have too many great pilots so far. Many good pilots, but nothing really crazy good. No experts or elite heroes. For some reason, don't ask me why. This ship sunk and there's other small cargo ship sunk. Maybe this ship sunk long time ago. I think I put 1 or 2 torpedoes in this ship. But it's long time ago, 1 week or something. And I was not sure if it's really sunk. Maybe this is now the information that it sunk. It would be nice because this is a really good AP ship. But it can also be false information. Who knows? Maybe if I go to ops losses and see if there's some official statement. Repair, blah blah blah. This is my pilot killed. So my pilot gets killed by the landing accidents. This is a scout airplane. Repairs complete, repairs complete. So this is ACMs I lost. Yeah, but I get no information that this is only this information that the light cargo ship sunk, but nothing about the AP. So I really don't know where it comes from. It's out of nowhere, more or less. Okay, so in China, it's everything is always moving slow. I arrive at Wasu, so next turn I can attack. And with I don't know what is here left. Normally these units are all broken because I killed them or defeated them already in Urumqi. So I don't really expect too much resistance. The question is only where they jump. They're jumping northeast or west or northwest here or to the mountains, running like hillbillies. We will see. But for sure, Inner Mongolia is soon under protection. Here in cyan I can see small dots here, so Jochen is pulling out. And I must normally try to come behind. The question is only if he maybe focus now all his effort to hold cyan, or if he also give up cyan. If I can take cyan, I am fine, then I have already conquered stuff better than the real Japanese. If I can take even these 3 bases sooner or later in this end of this year, or in this up to summer, this would be very good, because then I have all the oil from Mongolia, here in Linshao, and here's also some in Xi'an. It's not so much oil, but it's all oil. It's enough oil to feed all the heavy industry in China. Then I must ship nothing more. I have backup. In Port Arthur is more or less my treasury. You can see I have here 300,000 tons of crude oil and 700,000 tons of fuel. So I can stay here for a long time without any support. But if I can conquer all of this oil in North Center China, then I never need to ship anything here. Then I can even think about to take the Port Arthur oil out. Yeah. It is but heavily related also again how much the Japanese player will push heavy industry in China. I would increase it, but the question is how much. This is everyone must think themselves. I invested roughly 1 million supplies. So I built 1,000 additional heavy industry, because one heavy industry is 1,000 points. So 1 million I spent for heavy industry. After I spent this 1 million supplies at the beginning of the war in the first 2-3 weeks, I only repair heavy industry, but I don't build additional more, because I still really have only the supplies I produce, I burn. There's nothing left over. I cannot make any heavy investment. This is similar to if the Japanese player want fight very aggressive with the air force, he maybe must invest much more in air factories. So it's all possible, but you must keep in mind that you cannot, you must pay it somehow. And this is not the Allied side, this is Japanese, so supplies are always in shortage. The big day is coming. I have here now 10,624 attack value. And I have no fatigue, I have no disorder, all my troops are ready to fight. So whatever is waiting here, I have here roughly, let us say, 10,000. Jochen have here 4,500. Jochen have here maybe a fort level of 3 and double terrain. So if I'm lucky, we kill each 1-2. I suffer double losses in Jochen. If I'm not lucky, it's maybe 1-3, and if I'm very unlucky, 1-4. I try it one or twice, and if the second time is no improvement over the first time, then I will give up this tactic. No change here in Burma. There's really nothing. I see nothing. I can only see many airplanes. This is what I mean. 140 fighters here. So what I want to do here, if I come too close to Rangoon, Jochen can here easily have 50-60 fighters out of the airbase. I can also bring up 50 or 60 fighters, but I have only Oscars or Zeros. If they get damaged, the way is too far away. Most of them will burn on the way back. So I have here very high ops losses. This I can do once or twice, but I cannot battle it out. This is simply in favor of allies. Allies have already radar. So no, I don't go active for Rangoon now. You can see here the many submarines again, so nothing really new. Nothing really new. Here the Thai guys. Java is finished. I'm moving in. Next turn I can maybe arrive. So maybe in next turn we can see the Battle of Changsha, and in 2 days we can maybe see the Battle of Banduang. Bali Papan was also okay. One of my units gets a little burnt out. This is half empty now, not more much left, and the disruption of fatigue is high, but also similar maybe for the Dutch forces. So I try to press on and take at least Balikpapan. If I have Balikpapan, I have here already the much more important oil. This is 300. Tarakan is only 90. Once I have these two oil facilities, then the conquer of Borneo is over. These bases have nothing. Also, the Philippines is more or less nothing. The only stuff was really important in Philippines is Manila. There are the points and there's resources and light industry in the shipyard. So nothing here, nothing here. Also in Rabul and this area is no activity. Jochen don't try to bomb me. I cannot bomb him. I can see always 50. You can see Jochen have here equipment and Svartum have many fighters. And again, Japanese fighters are simply without protection. So it is very, very dangerous to make long range strikes on a base where there's too many fighters. If you are maybe 10 fighters, I would say, yeah, I can try it. 20 fighters, I would think about this. But over 30, I will not battle with them. Then I must bring at least triple the escorts. And even if I bring triple the escorts, I'm not sure if it really play out for me well. So I was able to... Last time I killed here some B-17, so I have a short time of breeze to rest here. This is my carrier division. It is more or less here. This is Hiryu. I have a lot of fighters here. They intercepted these B-17s. Now I bring them source. See if I can lure out Jochen's bombers. At the same time I have here a second carrier group with a escort carrier. This is more or less I will station in Luganville because alongside this carrier force is reinforcements coming. This is a base force, and then later I bring more and more. Air HQ is coming, additional equipment, and then I slowly build up Luganville. And then once I have Luganville, I have a base nearby New Caledonian and Fiji to simply threaten every supply lines in this area. It is still far away possible for Jochen to, but it will push Jochen to the Auckland line at least. Because if everything, let us say, Norfolk Island is now the line. If I have Luganville and I'm easily operating here, if I have Luganville fully built out, I can maybe really go more source. Good. Anything else? Anything special? Not so far. Not that I think about it. Good. Let's keep it short. No real big activity, no change. At the beginning of March I make a big turnover, but this I keep it like it is. Thank you all, take care, bye bye.